Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Better Than Yesterday podcast. I'm your host, Jenna Cosentino, and I'm super excited for today's episode because we are talking about routines, hitting the reset button, and the end of summer going into fall. And I know people will probably cringe when I say that, but it's the point in the summer where I am so ready for the thickness of the air to chill out and for a little crisp to hit the air. So fall is my favorite season. My birthday is in 2 months. So excited for fall. Your routine, your habits, things that you said you were going to do kind of go out the door when you're in the summer mode. And summer is the season where everything just kind of slips. The routine that was so locked in January starts to loosen up, the workouts get a little less consistent, you're eating out more, you're traveling, and you're just kind of shaken up and not in your normal routine, and that is completely okay. Summer is genuinely one of the hardest seasons to kind of keep routines and habits in place, just because your schedule is kind of all over the place, and things change. You get invited to dinner or you get a sporadic, like, let's go grab a drink, just stuff like that. Your social calendar fills up and it's just really hard to hold on to your routine when everything around you is telling you to kind of chill out and enjoy the moment. That is what the biggest lesson is, and people really need to learn, is that it's okay to let yourself have fun. It's okay to not be in a routine consistently for a month. It's okay. Let me back that up. It's okay to kind of be out of your routine for a little bit. But fall is one of the most important and powerful reset seasons, I think, of the entire year, because you are the end of summer and you're kind of that last stretch before you hit the new year. So really trying to lock those goals in and lock in that mindset and those habits and those routines before 2027 hits, and you kind of get a head start of a lot of things. So in this episode, we are going back to the basics. We are setting ourselves up for success walking into the fall season, and you're already locked in before fall even hits. So let's get into this week's dose, and then we will dive into the episode. First up, what I'm consuming is I just got this book called The 5 a.m. Club, and I've heard so many amazing things about this book, and I never thought I would need to read it because I already get up so early. I'm already a part of the 5 a.m. Club. Some may even say the 4 a.m. Club, but I have learned, I'm not even like halfway through the book, and I've already learned so much, and it is just so freaking. I will have it linked in my Amazon storefront so you guys can go check it out, because it is just one of the best books I've read in a while. So I'm so excited to continue reading it and see what it's all about, and really get into the nitty-gritty of the 5 a.m. club mindset as the book talks about. So next is what I'm loving. I don't know if I talked about this in the last episode, but I am an iced coffee drinker, and I think just the best part about going to get an iced coffee or getting a coffee in general at a coffee shop is just the vibe of the cup, like your little plastic cup. And I know this is not very environmental friendly, but I bought the plastic cups on Amazon, cute little straws, pink straws, and they have like a heart as like the straw, I guess you would say. And then I bought motivational little stickers to put on the cup, just to kind of give you a little something, a little spice when you're drinking your coffee. That is what I am loving this week. So I'll also have that linked in my Amazon storefront if you want to go check it out. Next is what I'm working on, and really just going along with this fall reset, end of summer reset, is getting all of my things organized, whether it's my content, my podcast, my life, literally everything. I've been working on a website, blog. So that is 99.9% done. I just need to do my finishing touches. I've been updating my Notion planner and my content planner, and really just getting back to the basics and back to the framework of what my podcast, my social media is all about. I am still doing the BTY 45-day challenge, and a lot of my content is my daily vlogs with that, which isn't a bad thing. I really enjoyed it, but I need to bring a little more depth back into my content and really sitting down and like talking to my community and everything like that. So I spent this weekend really nailing all of that down and kind of getting it organized. I got a notebook and a planner dedicated to my content. I usually do my content planning on Notion, but sometimes it's just great to write things down. And it's back to school season, so the stores have the cutest planners, notebooks, pens, literally everything. With my podcast planning, I usually plan it on Notion on one of my podcast pages, but I figured let me write everything out and see how I like doing that, because I think I like putting pen to paper and really getting my ideas out there. So that is what I am currently working on. Also, I am, if you can't tell, I'm living with my mom right now. So I moved out of my apartment June 19th, and my new lease doesn't start until August 15th. So I had like 2 months grace period, and I could have gotten a sooner lease, but the unit that I want, it has like 12-foot ceilings, and it was worth the wait. I am going down to a 1-bedroom apartment, which my last 2 apartments have been 2 bedrooms, but my last apartment, that one was a 2-bedroom, and I really didn't utilize my 2nd bedroom because I had like a built-in desk, and I really wanted to set that up as like a podcast filming room, and I just never got around to it. So it showed me that I can condense down to a 1-bedroom apartment, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be gorgeous and beautiful. And what I'm also working on is redesigning this apartment. I've been looking at Amazon, trying to peruse and making Pinterest boards about what I want this apartment to look like. I have been on the hunt for a couch. That is my dose for the week. And now let's get into the episode. So first thing I want to talk about is why summer wrecks your routine. You are traveling, you are going to different social events, your schedule changes, you're being outside more, you are going to happy hour, you're just kind of not in your normal routine day by day. And that is completely okay. And that's how you should be living your summers. It's so easy to kind of, once you miss a day or miss a routine or miss a habit or kind of put something to the back burner, like you go on vacation and then you come back and you don't kind of reset and put yourself back in the routine that you had. And that's kind of how things start to shake up and not continue to be consistent, and you don't continue to be in a routine. So it's happened to me. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, I am, like I said in my daily dose, I'm kind of hitting the reset button on my organization and content and everything because I was traveling, and things just get shaken up when you're in the summer mode. You have things like on the weekends, and it gets chaotic. You need to give yourself grace when you don't stick to the routine. How fast can you bounce back from a trip or anything like that? So you really need to give yourself grace for not sticking to a routine. Let yourself have that time, and then you need to get right back into it. No more pity party, no more being mad at yourself for enjoying your time. You really need to enjoy the time with your family and make those memories. So it's okay in summer, it wrecks your routine, but just give yourself grace and kind of get back on the horse. Okay, so next is the end of summer audit. And before we start talking about what to change, we need to talk about reviewing, because resetting without reviewing is just a random change. And we're not doing random, we're doing intentional. I want you to review your summer routines. What habits did you enjoy and want to carry through fall? What habits and routines did you let go that you need to bring back? What did you actually enjoy about the summer and that you want to carry it into fall? I want you to start here because I think we have a tendency to go straight into what went wrong and completely skipping over what went right. Summer, it gave you good rest, memories, experiences, and moments that you actually enjoyed and brought you joy. And you cannot throw that all out the window just in the name of getting back on track. Figure out what was good and what brought you a lot of joy and see if you can carry that into fall. Next is going to be what habits or routines did you let go of that you want to bring back. Be specific and really be honest with yourself. What happened? Was it your morning routine? Was it your workouts? Was it not getting your water intake in? Was it not journaling in the morning? Just get specific and kind of audit what do you want to bring back? What are the things that made you feel good that you kind of let go of? What do you want fall to feel like? And what has to change to let that happen? What do you want to feel like when you wake up on a Monday morning in September? Do you want to feel like you crush the weekend, that you feel good, you've been back into your habits? And then how do you want to feel at the end of the week? That feeling is going to be your target. And once you know what you're aiming for, you can figure out what needs to shift to get there. And I'm going to say this again, you need to let go of the guilt and remember the good that summer has given you. Don't throw that away for the sake of getting back on track. Let go of guilt and just move forward. The next point is this end of summer reset, and this is all about going back to the basics. When things are out of whack and things get crazy, the best thing to do is kind of go back to the basics. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't think of all these different recipes that you need to cook. Cook a simple meal. Don't have to jump right back into a workout routine. Go for a walk. Just kind of go back to the basics, because that's going to kind of kickstart you back into your habits and routines that you want to bring back. A reset isn't starting from zero. It's returning, coming home to yourself after a season of chaos and being away. And the way you come home to yourself is through the fundamentals. And there are 6 basic fundamentals that will never fail you. Sleep. Number 1 is sleep. Summer wrecks sleep for so many people. You have late nights, inconsistent schedules, more alcohol, you're on your phone more, and when your sleep is off, literally everything feels harder. Your body is tired, your motivation drops, your discipline drops, you can't make a correct decision, and so fix your sleep first. Pick a bedtime and stick to it, even if it's not perfect. Earlier and a more consistent time is better. Next is water. I talk about this all the dang time, and I will keep saying it. You are probably not drinking enough water, and it's affecting you more than you realize. Summer especially, you're sweating more, you're spending more time outside, you're probably drinking more, and really just like drinking a soda, really just not taking care of yourself. And with all of that, you need more water than you would normally drink. I drink a gallon of water. And I know that sounds scary, but your body gets used to it, and it really truly changes your life. And that's dramatic, but I've also been incorporating electrolytes, and I do that my first Stanley cup of the day. And I've really seen a difference with my hydration since incorporating electrolytes. Next is going to be movement. You don't need to have the perfect workout to get movement in. A walk, a 20-minute workout, something that gets your body moving every day is going to do wonders for your mental health, your body, the way you feel, all the things. Outdoor workouts. You can go for a walk on the beach, a walk around the lake. You can go swimming. A lot of people let the inconsistency of summer completely kill their movement routine with whatever that looks like. Like, I love going for a walk, and in the South in the summer, the air is so thick and it's so hard to force myself to go out in the middle of the day to get my walk in. So really either getting it in before it gets super hot out or having to wait until evening time to do that. So you just got to make some adjustments and start easy. Don't overcomplicate it. Next is food. Summer food is delicious. We all love it. It's the barbecues, it's the vacation, going out to eat, and the dessert that you normally wouldn't have. It's the ice cream. You don't need to kind of shock your system and go on a detox and completely overhaul everything. You just need to go back to the basics and eat intentionally. More whole foods, more cooking at home. The last one is mindset. What are you consuming every morning? What is the first thing that goes into your brain? Summer involves a lot of phone scrolling and really just kind of sitting in technology. You're on the beach, what are you doing? Kind of probably scrolling on your phone. Bring back whatever mindset practice really fills you up. Is it a podcast on your walk? Is it journaling in the morning? Is it reading some pages of your book before you look at your phone? Feed your mind before the day feeds it for you. Here's what I want to challenge you to do is to have yourself one back to the basics week, 1 week before fall officially hits. Maybe it's sometime in August, where you do nothing fancy, you don't incorporate a new program, you don't overhaul your life, and you don't try and do everything at once. Just do the 6 fundamentals every single day: sleep, water, movement, food, mindset. Set one clear goal. Do it for a week straight. And tell me you don't feel completely different by the end of it. Never underestimate a consistent week. The last point I want to make in this episode is Fall is one of the best seasons to build momentum. There's just something about September where the energy changes. I think people get a little more serious. I think it's because the kids are going back to school, maybe you're going back to college, and maybe just that heat has lifted and it's given you some type of motivation. And there's a reason so many people kind of treat September like the new January. And here's the difference between people who actually capitalize on that fall energy and who people don't. This is the best season to build momentum. The energy shifts. Everything is just so good. 3 things that you need to do before August is over. Think of one theme. What does this fall season mean to you? Pick one non-negotiable that you can carry through the end of 2026 and one goal that you're committing to before December 31st. And this could be a goal that you set for yourself in the beginning of the year that kind of fell through the cracks, or maybe you're still working on this goal and really kind of putting a little drive behind that and see if you can get it accomplished before the new year. The best thing to do, the mindset shift, is don't wait until fall to start showing up. Show up today, show up tomorrow, walk into September with some crazy momentum. Really push yourself to end this year strong, and you will be so happy you did come December, come January. 4 things I want you to take away from this episode is give yourself grace for slipping up this summer and then let it go. Move on. Grace has a deadline, and it was today. Do the end of summer audit. Answer the questions and take the good with you and leave the guilt behind you. Go back to the basics. Once back to the basics week is over, you'll start to feel good. You'll get that momentum. So really focus on that week. Pick a week in August and dedicate it to the back to the basics. And last is decide your 3 things before August is over that you want to take into the end of the year. What is your theme going to be? What is your non-negotiable, and what is the goal that you want to accomplish for the rest of the year? Come find me on Instagram at BTY with Jenna and tell me all of it. Tell me what you're committing to. I want to know. If you're not already following or subscribed to the show, make sure you do. New episodes every Wednesday, and I don't want you to miss what is coming up for the rest of the year. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you guys, and I will see you next Wednesday. Go be better than yesterday.